Perfect. Now that we have a lot of seats available, there's people still standing up. You can sit down if you like. I am the Business Cooperation Coordinator in International House Kuopio, and it is my big privilege to tell you to be very welcomed in our beautiful city, tell you a little bit about our city, about this event, introduce you to all our amazing collaborating organizations back there, and then talk a little bit about the schedule of the day. I'll start with some practical information about this event. You are all very welcome just as you are. Let's make this a safe space for everyone together. Ask a lot of questions and talk to each other. This is a great place also to network and get to know new people. There will be a camera over there. So as again, if you're gonna, yay, there's a camera. So if you don't want to be in the pictures, if you don't want to be in the videos later on, then just let us again know, right? So you'll take care of it. Perfect. Coffee will be available from 4 p.m. If you take pictures, please share them. Tag us with these half hour, 50 minutes by plane from Helsinki, 4 hours and 25 minutes by car if you take a coffee break or two, and don't stay too long in ABC, Juha or Kuopio, my favorites. And then, yeah, there are approximately a few hours if you get to the Europe, but we all know that we are a very small but big enough town in the north. Kuopio's vision is to be the capital of good life, and these following things are the success factors that we are aiming, like for, how do I say that? Well, let's say reading our strategy. These things are something very much, and we invest in being healthy and communal. We take pride in lifelong learning, work and livelihood. We aim to be climate and resource wise. Smart mobility and sustainable urban structure are something that our town is known for. We're dynamic and growing. We are an attractive hub of innovation, research and expertise, such as Savilahti. I think some of you study in Savilahti, in Savonia, or in UEF, or in some other, are aiming to be progressive and collaborative. And we have, of course, skilled staff who are healthy and happy, and which I'm proud to be one, and I'm happy to have so many of my colleagues here today. These are some things that Kuopio is known for, some of which I probably have already mentioned and will mention many times more. We can say, see our beautiful kauppahalli over there. Quality of life and promotion of well-being. I have 2 kids. And I'm very happy to raise them in this town. We want to be safe for all, to be the best place to grow and spend your free time and learn. And this is also something that I promote to my friends in some other cities in Finland. Come here. Here you can see some happy students. I don't know the color. Does anyone know the color of their overalls? What they're studying? The color should tell you what they're studying. Does anyone know? I don't. Sorry? Engineering. Engineering. Oh, they're engineers. Perfect. Perfect. Engineer ladies there in yellow overalls. We are a strong growth center in a vibrant university city. Also a city of dance and music. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in this presentation. We are a growing and brightly developing urban environment. I love these. Don't you love these pictures? They just look so pretty. cozy and vibrant pedestrian center. If you haven't been here for long enough, I'm glad it's not snowing yet, but during the summer the marketplace is absolutely beautiful. During Christmas also. They say that in Kuopio everything is 15 minutes away. This is actually a research done by Bangkok. It's a concept. The 50 minutes city is a concept that it measures the proximity and diversity of everyday services and activities. And this was actually something that somebody, I think it was in Savonia when I was visiting some students, I asked them what they liked most about the city, and one of the students said that it's really so that I can leave my home, and from my door I can, like we say in Finland, even so I can throw a stone to anywhere around me, and I can be in the city center, I can be in the forest, I can be by the lake, I can be by my friends in the park or shopping, or I can be picking mushrooms. Someone said that picking mushrooms is the greatest outdoor activity here. Again, beautiful kauppahalli. We have a nationally famous marketplace and market hall. Also, there's this is a nice little tiny detail that we have a melting systems by the pavements by the city center, so it doesn't ice up the asphalt there, so you don't have to be afraid of slipping. Also, the lively passenger port and bike range for sporting and cultural activities close to the city center. There is actually about sporting and about activities I'll mention now that I remember. There is a list of hobby and free time activities that we have available for download on our website. I'll talk about it later. We're also a center of excellence in education and research, and this is something that I like to also talk about more. The Savilahti area, there's a lot of educational centers there. Apart from Helsinki, Kuopio is the only place in Finland where you can study music and dance, starting from children's music and dance schools up to university levels. We also have an emergency services college, which is Finland's only nationwide professional rescue school and training center. This is mentioned many times. Health and well-being promotion in Kuopio. It's not to say a new thing, but it's now that I've been in contact with a lot of companies, and hi, welcome. Feel free to come around there. There's a lot of space in here. Yay, front row, so proud. Nice to see you all. So yeah, there's a hub for these health and well-being companies that make that collaborate a lot and come up with innovative ways to also promote well-being and health in the future in Kuopio and in Finland. Some facts and numbers. The population in Kuopio, approximately 124,000. We say that we are a land of thousands of lakes. In northern Savonia area, Kuopio area, we have 900 lakes. Can you imagine? There are 100 different nationalities living in Kuopio, so very proud of that. Also, 1,400 foreign students. Who's a foreign student? Who's an international student? Perfect. Welcome once again. Also, I don't know if I can remember right. Was it here that I had that number? We have a lot of. Have you already heard about the Finnish mökki culture, the summer cottage culture? That we like to go to mökki. Yeah, some of you have heard about that. Yeah, we have tons of mökkis here. Like everything. So if you don't have a mökki, you're dreaming about one. And mökki is a summer cottage by the lake. Maybe small, maybe some people have some bigger mökkis and some people have some smaller mökkis, but mökki is a mökki and we all love it. And it's something that we like to spend our spend our days during the summer. Also, there are 50 sister cities around the globe that are sister cities for Kuopio. I can't remember them all, but you can also find them from our website. As I said, we'd like to keep this number growing. So last year there was 1,417 residents moving to Kuopio. Glad and proud. Here are some pictures that you can see about places where you can enjoy some cultural activities. We have I'm looking forward to February to take you all to skiing by the lake. Let's go together and go skiing in Kuopio. No, it's in Finland. Ice marathon. It's a nationwide thing, isn't it? Global thing. So yeah, people come from all over the globe to ski 42 kilometers by the lake Kaulavesi. Yay, another thing to be proud of. There's also this place I like a lot, Bellanranta. You can play some great city golf there. I think the place is now closed, but in the summer. What else? A lot of outdoorsy place where you can go and enjoy the scenery, the Finnish nature. About being internationals, there are some 1,400 international students in different educational institutions and over 100 nationalities. 7,029 foreign language speakers, 200 export companies, and Kuopio is the 8th biggest city in Finland. We aim to be a city of events and tourism. This picture, welcome! Just come here, there's a lot of place still here. This picture is taken, I think, a couple of years ago during the festival Kuopio Rock. It's in the end of July. I hope you're all here when it happens next time. It's in Väinöläniemi, a big rock festival. A lot of events also take place during the year. The text is very small, but you can find more information also on kuopio.fi. So in practically every month there's something happening here. And now that we're going on in October, so there's November and December. And December it means the picture is very small, but also it's here. This picture is from the marketplace and from the Christmas market there. It's absolutely beautiful. I welcome you all. Hope you go. And there's a lot of local and national delicacies and things you can bring by your family and your friends for Christmas presents. We also aim to be a unique combination of city services and tourism. We're known for diverse cultural services, events, and shopping opportunities. Glad to say that next year, we're starting next month. Next year we're gonna turn 250 years. Happy birthday, Kuopio! And to end this part of my presentation, I welcome you all to the capital of good life. Perfect. I'll continue with a bit of information about the organizing body. You say that. I say that. The people organizing this event. I am Henny Kuikka, again, Business Cooperation Coordinator of Kuopio. International House Kuopio provides official and advisory of 7 later on this fall. But right now you can still find us from Torikatu 5. We have an information desk. There it's open Monday through Thursday from 12 to 3. The first and the priority way of contacting us should be email, because you're probably going to get the question answered the quickest way is to send us an email. at International House at Kuopio.fi. We also organize these informative events such as mini fairs about language studies and free time activities, such as well as this big Welcome to Kuopio event. I am the person still until the end of December before I have to submit my title as a business cooperation coordinator to its rightful owner. I am a substitute of Tiina Pursiainen, and later I'll do something else next year. But right now I am the person who's going to help businesses in Kuopio recruit internationals. Here's the presentation a bit there, but you can see the email address there. You can find us online from kuopio.fi/internationalhouse/en. It's going to take you to the English side. From Instagram and Facebook, Kuopio International. This is a social media site for Kuopio's, the city of Kuopio in English. So yeah, it's not the International House's social media, but Kuopio's international social media. To make it a little bit more clear. Then from LinkedIn you can find us International House Kuopio, and to every student and everyone else also, but also very now it happened. Typing this one. Now we have it. Yeah, to every international student, this is something that I highly recommend you to do. Now that we're here, network with each other, use LinkedIn, add me on LinkedIn, and you're going to find me there. Start networking, start making your connections, talk about what you want to do in the future, talk about how you want to, what you want to do. Maybe I hope that after your studies you all want to stay here. So start talking about already what you want to do, and if I can be of service, I will. If you haven't already downloaded the Newcomer's Guide from our website, you can do it there. You can find it from kuopio.fi/internationalhouse/en. And now, if my lovely lady boss, Elina, does not have anything to add, we have prepared a panel discussion for you, where 4 of internationals who have already earlier moved to Kuopio and spent a while here. They're going to talk about their experiences. They're going to introduce themselves. I have given them some basic background questions. They're going to introduce themselves, and then after that, you can ask questions. Last spring I was not here, but I heard that it was very popular among this group of people, and the visitors had great questions. So while they're talking, try to think about a question that you'd like to know, and then we can go from there. Not to go any further, our panelists, if I may have you on stage. Unfortunately, one of our panelists had their son gotten sick, so we only have 4, but all 7 are here. And now I hope I can pronounce your names correctly, Sophia Nicole. Okay, from Germany. Lisa Pomora. Was that correct? Perfect. And you're from Zimbabwe. Perfect. Hi, you must be Christoph. Hi, okay, we have that. And you're from Hong Kong. Yes. Perfect. Right. Amazing. And then we have Esik here somewhere. The cameraman. Yeah. Yeah, fashionably late. No. No, perfect. Esik, welcome. You're from, tell me quickly.
I'm from Tanzania.
Perfect. Sounds great. Ladies and gentlemen, the background questions that I had, I'm going to just give the mic and then you can move it forward, right, for the introductions. But yeah, the background questions were, how long have you been here? How have you liked it? What kind of challenges and stuff you've experienced? Where did you get support and help? What's your favorite thing about Kuopio and all that, right? all that jazz. Okay, so I would not like to give this to you because I like being up here, but I'm very glad to let you be the first one. Welcome, and then.
Right. Thank you. Okay, so my name is Vimbiso, and I am from Zimbabwe, and I came to Kuopio 2 years ago now. Yeah, 2022. And I'm working at Charles River as an operations assistant, and I'm also a student at Salonia. And yeah, kind of thinking about what can I share with you guys. I think if I could most honestly share, I think the biggest challenge for me was definitely the financial thing. And to tell the truth, like if I think about myself, like last year, December, I really hated Kuopio, to be terribly honest. And I kind of hated Finland, and I kind of regretted deeply coming here. And yeah, and I just remember like at one time, like financial things were just pressing on me so hard. I felt like I couldn't even breathe. Like I used to help my family before I came here, and then I came here, and I'm sure some of you already know the job situation. Like, you know, you go and ask about a cleaning job, and they ask you if you can speak Finnish. And obviously you've been here for like 1 month, you can't, you know. So yeah, so that was really hard for me, but I have a kind of life philosophy that I have, which is kind of in every situation, I just always ask myself, like, why not me? And this helps me to kind of, I'm not like a very positive person, I'm just kind of somewhere in the middle. So I kind of think, why not me? If other people have managed to get jobs and start a life in Kuopio, why not me? But on the other hand, because I'm not like a super positive person, I'm also realistic in the sense that, yeah, other people have also really struggled and had a hard time, so why not me? I'm not special that I shouldn't suffer and have a hard time, so my situation's not unique, so I don't need to sit and feel sorry for myself. So I think with that in mind, what I really learned a lot when I was living in Korea, where I lived before I came here, is the fact that when you come into a new culture, the one thing you have to really do is you have to almost do this thing where you turn your mind around from the things that you know and the reality that works in your country to the reality and the things that work here. So I really started to ask a lot of people who were doing the things that I wanted to do, or who were in the positions that I wanted to be in, like, how did you get there? What did you do? And I would ask Finnish people, and a lot of people were like, go networking, go on LinkedIn, like she's just told you 5 minutes ago. And I hate LinkedIn, I will admit that right now. I really don't like posting on social media, but I did it because they said do it. And in the middle of all this despair that I was feeling, I just carried on because I was like, other people have done it, they told me this worked, I'm gonna just do it. And I did it, and now I have a job. And I had an interesting conversation with my supervisor about why was I hired. I feel like I'm talking too long. And she said to, like, one of the things was, one of the HR people had actually seen me on LinkedIn and was like, oh, she's very active in Kuopio, so it helped me to like stand out among the candidates. So the things, the hints and the tips that people give you, they're uncomfortable and you may not like them, but believe them. So I think that's the one thing that's helped me a lot, learning to listen.
Yeah, my name is Sophia. I'm originally from Germany. I'm in Finland already for 7 years and in Kuopio for 3.5 years now. I work at the German-Finnish Chamber of Commerce in Helsinki, so I'm not working here in Kuopio. At the moment I'm still on parental leave, but this will be soon over. And yeah, so far I really liked living here in Kuopio. It's a great place, especially when you have family. I can't say from the student perspective, but what I heard, it's also a nice student life here. And yeah, I can support Viviso's points that it's not easy to find a job here, but I can also just recommend all of you to use all the networking events that are offered, and those are a lot. I have the impression the city of Kuopio really tries to integrate immigrants, and yeah, try to go to those events, but also, for example, free time activities. I, for example, joined a lot of Facebook groups to be updated what's happening here. Go to the city center, go to bars and meet people. That's the best way to connect, I guess. Even with the beer, the Finnish people also get more talkative. Struggling for me is also still the language part. I'm far away of being fluent in Finnish, but, well, there are offers. First good opportunity to start learning the language was, for example, Kompassi, which is offering free language courses, and I think they're also here today. Yes, exactly. So try to connect information about Kompassi, also a good way. Moms was at the Tytön Talo, the girls' house. They are offering a Mama's Cafe for international women with their kids, and they are also here, I see. So if you want to get more information, you can go there later. And work-wise, for me, was really helpful to be in touch with Navigatori. They helped me with my CV to update it to Finnish standards, and it gave me a lot of valuable hints about the work situation here and where I can look what companies are here and stuff like that. So also highly recommended to talk to them. I'm pretty sure they're also here.
Yes, with
Yes, so talk to him as well. And I think my advice is, even though it can be very frustrating, especially in the beginning, if I remember back when I just came here, even though my partner is from here, I felt super lonely in the beginning because I didn't have any friends or anything. But you will get through it and go outside, take a lot of effort, even though it's sometimes very frustrating to be always the active part in those things, but I think it's worth it in the end. So, yeah, thank you for having me here, and yeah.
Thank you again for the opportunity. My name is Christopher, and I speak French, but I also try English, even if it's not my language, but hope you'll get me. I've been in Kuopio for 6 years, from Africa, from Congo, the DRC. And maybe my background or my story will be a bit different, because Migri, the Finnish immigration, helped me to leave the camp where I've been living for more than 10 years. They took me from there, and they brought me to Kuopio here. So I'm always proud of the Finnish immigration for helping me to leave the dust and see life again. As I said, I've been here for 6 years, and now I'm proud of being where I am. And very proud because Kuopio has given me opportunities. Kuopio has given me studies. I did college here. Kuopio has given me everything for me to settle and be where I am today. That's why I'm always proud of the Kuopio city. So be also proud of Kuopio, guys. I did college. I never been in university. I should be honest. I never go to university like you guys. I've been just in normal college. I did Sabon Amateur Pisto. And after, I started my own company, my small printing business. And so far, my team has 5 people. And we hope next year will be 7 or 8, include my son, because I'm also transferring my skill to my son, who is 8. Yeah, I'm very happy. I did very well my Finnish language course, and I'm always proud because since I moved to Kuopio in March 2018, I always see the people that I can even see now. So I'm proud that I met someone who told me, this is how we get the bus, this is how we go to Prisma, this is how we buy, this is how we put money in the account, this is what we do. So Miriam is there from the Red Cross. She has been there with me since day one, and I'm always proud that I always see her. Compass is there. Compass has been my sitting room, and through Compass I learned the Finnish language, and I'm proud now that I can also help other students. This year so far I received more than 30 students coming to do the practice at our workplace, and it's proud that we are helping and supporting each other. We know how tough it is for the immigration and for the international people, but we are there to help and assist. So I'm very proud that we are always here together, and let's make sure use opportunity and don't wait for opportunity to follow you. Because opportunities are supposed to go and be found, and not wait for the opportunity to come and find you. So thank you very much, and let's keep in touch.
Christopher, you have told a story. I think one of the most common stories from the billionaires that I can hear. I've never been to college, but now I've started my own company. I think over 50% of the billionaires, they have that story. So we have another billionaire to come in. Well, my name is Ezekiel Kuhoga. I'm currently living in Kuopio. I moved from Mikeli. My wife got a position from Savonia University, and I relocate here to Kuopio. Currently I'm working at the International House as an intern. And one thing which I have learned, which I think everybody should understand, is that I've come to understand that Kuopio is really a home for the internationals. Please, let's join a hand for that. Yes, and I'm saying this not because I got so many opportunities yet, but because I've been fortunate enough to sit on the same table with some people from the Kuopio City, some people from the International House, and they have been open to me how much they wish the best for the internationals living in Kuopio, but also how much plans they have. So this is really, I think, an encouraging situation for me. And also for you as well, I think, as time goes on, maybe you'll also be able to reveal. I've been in Kuopio for, I think, over 6 months now, as I've stated, but I've been in Finland for about 80 years. Initially, I came for studies, but now my family is here. I come from Tanzania twice, so I took my family, also my wife, and 2 kids. They live with me here in Finland. And in all of this time, I think I have learned 3 most things, which I tell almost any international person I meet and we happen to have a conversation. I would say, first and foremost thing, the most challenging thing is finding jobs, because we all want to have some income good enough at least to sustain you and also being able to afford some expenses. And so finding job being the hardest challenge, I think if I would look back over the time I came up to this very moment, so the 3 things which I've learned and I would like to tell you is that the first thing, Sophia, right? Yeah, Sophia mentioned that networking is really important. And I would like to tell you, networking is important whether you feel it or not, whether you feel motivated to go to the events or not. It's really, really important, because I came to learn that over 80% of jobs nowadays, not only in Finland, it's in the world, they are available through networking. You can prepare your best CV that has never been prepared before. And trust me, you'll be disappointed when you start to make follow-up to the employers. No one will open your CV. This is an honest truth. I don't know if some employers will like it, but this is the truth. And they don't do it for personal reasons. It's all about finding somebody who can be reliable. And how do you know somebody can be reliable? Through reading CV? No. CV, of course, helps to know what is he capable of. But to be somebody, some other people can rely on you, they can trust you First, they will make a call to find who is the guy you think you can trust that can give him this position. So when you start to show up for the events, for the networking, you give other people a chance to know about you, to learn about you. So that was number one, networking. I think it's pretty important. But number two, we are in Finland, and Finland speaks Finnish language. So I've also come to understand learning Finnish language is really important. And one of the weird statements I've been making, some people find it hard to understand. Of course, I say Finnish language is not a factor for unemployment in Finland. That's what I believe. But it makes it very easy to be acceptable into the environment, because people are really struggling with English here. That's what I've noticed. So it makes life easier for employers, for other local people, for you as well, for communication. So it's really important to learn the language, really important. But number three thing is value. Become a person of value. And when I say a person of value, I believe everybody in this world has been blessed with a particular talent or skill from above. I believe in God. I believe that's God. So, and I believe God has blessed everybody with a talent, particular talent. Everyone on this earth. Yeah, but the difference is some people are good enough to ignore their own talents and capabilities, and they can start to panic and follow whatever the wind blows to. They will just follow that and get confused. Yeah. So I mean when I say you have to get value is that if you have been fortunate enough to go through some universities, you have gone through some course, try to do something out of that course. Try to do something out of that course. And maybe last example, when I say try to do something, maybe I could give this example. If I would read all of your CVs for you who have made your CV, I think one of the skills which is common to everybody is that it's like, I can use Microsoft Word. I think that's a skill for almost everybody. But the question is, what can you do with Word? Can you make a flyer? Can you make any marketing material? Can you make some video slide, maybe from PowerPoint or something like that? So the issue is not, I can use PowerPoint, I can use Word, I can use Photoshop, but can you do something out of Word? Can you produce a product? And that product is what gives you value. And if you bring it to the market and you come to the network and people see you have that talent, believe me, arrangements will be made, including arrangements for the language. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Another big round of applause for the amazing people. I was so glad to hear, from all of your introductions that you mentioned so many of the organizations that we have over there. Also, Christoph Migri is also here. Hi! So, there's some time for questions now. If you have a question, raise your hand. I'll bring you the mic. And then after that, I'll go around and introduce the organization. So let's go and ask a question. Hi.
Oh, thank you very much for this forum. Okay, thank you. From this forum to welcome international students. I think it's a great start for us. It gives us some form of leverage and a start of platform to integrate. And I want to thank you so much to the panelists. At least we're able to share, connect from your struggles and where you are at the moment. This might look funny somehow because you spelled it out, but why am I saying that? As much as we know that English language is very important, that will help us integrate, of course, I don't know whether maybe the employers rather could give some, say, chance or something to people. I mean, this is my first time in Finland. I'm not going to let finish over, just very quickly. Probably going to take some time. And one thing I've learned, I've gone to several places, and of course, learn to speak the language, and I noticed it always helps you to integrate. But one thing I've learned from my own personal experience is that most of the times hear more before you begin to see. And of course, that takes time. Maybe a year, two, or maybe the third year before you can, begin to communicate. So, can that be some form? Can there be some form of leading, for some time? Because that would really help that much integration as quickly as possible, especially in the workspace where we have to communicate. School may not give that platform, especially the English-speaking program, but in a day-to-day working life, it really helps that faster form of integration. It's just a suggestion, I should say. I think that would really help for us to be able to integrate. Thank you so much.
Okay, so to recap this, do you think that you mean that you wish or suggest that companies should have some kind of just to give a chance? Let's be of course together supported by do our best to make the companies know that they can also be that it's not a priority. Is that what you mean?
Okay. Okay, fine. It's okay. Now, in as much as we know that speaking Finnish is very important to be able to communicate, integrate faster, both in the workspace and in general life, can the companies sort of give some leverage, not make that so compulsory? I'm not saying that's what they do, but just not making that like a priority. Like you just have to have them before you can be able to integrate. I think that would really help people. And with day-to-day interactions, communications, you notice that you integrate more. You make mistakes, you correct it. While you take the finished courses online, that would really help faster communication and integration than just waiting until we're able to grab that before applying for jobs.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, well, to that, before I give this mic and ask, for example, Vicky, so you're working in Charles River, right? Yeah. So we can, but I have to tell you that one of my tasks in my work is to make this message clear to as many companies in this area. And there are also projects, and we also have I have colleagues that are making this clear with and in collaboration with the companies. I think that was a great input. What was your name?
Okay, I'm Harry by name. Yeah, my name is Harry. I'm from Nigeria.
Harry, and your last name?
Okay, Harry Peter.
Can I find you from LinkedIn?
Oh yeah. Sure.
Yeah, perfect. Add him on LinkedIn. Vivi, so your input, please.
Okay. Well,
What's your easy hand experience?
right. Yeah. So honestly, I barely speak Finnish, but I'm kind of lucky because my company is an international company, so we can speak in English. So obviously, coworkers, everybody else also speaks Finnish, but everyone can speak English. So I'm very lucky in that way. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, I feel like maybe Talent Hub is also City of Kuopio's track, but I feel like also Talent Hub, I saw their mentoring program now has companies being part of that mentoring process. So I think it's a slow process. It's not going to happen overnight. But if I think last year, that wasn't something that was available. So I think really taking the opportunities that are presented whenever they're presented, because there are a lot of smaller companies that I know come to events and are willing a little bit to be open to people who can't speak Finnish. But I think it's also really taking the initiative and stepping out of your comfort zone and really showing, like you said, what you're able to do and being seen, and then people are more open to you. But also, I think attending those events that the people like Talent Hub have, because I found out about Charles River at one of those events, and then there was also another company there, and they are from UNT, and now I can't remember the name. But yeah, we just talked to them and we're like, hey, we are interested, but there were hardly any international students there, which is kind of sad. And we just went to them and we're like, hey, we're interested in internships, blah, blah, blah. They said, write to us, and we wrote to them, and my friend went to an internship there because I was already working somewhere else. So there are opportunities, they're not a lot, but I think they can be found, and hopefully in the future they will grow.
so much. Yeah, as I mentioned, projects. Talent Hub Eastern Finland is one of these projects over there also. Hi. And, perfect. Is there somebody else that would like to share their input in this? Perfect, Christopher.
I think it was okay for me to stand because with the small experience I'm having, like running a small company for 4 years now, Finnish language is like most important because you are collaborating with the customers who speak Finnish. So it's also okay for you to also learn what they speak than them learning what you speak. You got that? That's why Compass is always there open and it is free. After university, you can jump there for 1 hour and get something. The library is there and it is free. You can jump to the library and slow by slow you get something. In my group, the people are also international and they don't speak Finnish. But I print and I sell printed stuff. But my customers are Finnish. What will I do? You see that? So they will be coming and speaking like in Finnish to the people who are selling, but they can't collaborate very well. So I will be losing money. What will I do? The contract will not go further. That's why it's okay to always learn than waiting for the customer to learn what you know. Yeah, so Finnish language is the key. And do this as I did myself when I came. Your mother tongue is the easiest language, but take Finnish language is one of the most easy in the world. If you go that with the positive mind, then in 6 months you will be speaking Finnish. But the challenge is that immigrants, we are telling each other like, hey, Finnish language is one of the most hardest language in the world. So when you have that negative in the mind, even studying Finnish language becoming boring to you. But when you have the positive like brain to say like the easiest language is Finnish, then you will find the way of learning it. You will go here. Personally, I did Finnish language in 3 months. I learned Finnish in 3 months. I moved in March. I moved here in March. May, April, June, I started speaking Finnish language. And I went to my professional, and now I can't say 100%, but at least when I speak, a Finnish person will understand and this better. So take the mind of Finnish language is the most easiest. If you go like that, you will succeed.
Yeah, I can second that. He called me this morning, suomeksi in Finnish. Perfect. Another question, maybe. Anyone? I'm sure you can. Are you all going to stay, or are you in a hurry? Are you going to stay? Yes. Okay. Maybe then, if you want to ask something in private, you can do that later. Okay. Is there anything else, or should I go and have a round and introduce our organizations, maybe? Okay. Before I go there, I have another slide. Thank you to our amazing panelists. You can now take a seat. Okay, now I'm going to go around and everybody in the tables in the organizations can tell their names and the organizations that you're coming with today. After that, help yourself with a cup of coffee from the lobby. I thank you for coming once more. Let's enjoy it, network, add each other on LinkedIn, add me on LinkedIn, come talk to me. Let's go take some pictures together. Let's post them all on LinkedIn. Even if you feel like it or you don't, you should do it. And ending words at 4:50 p.m. But now I'm going to go around and talk to these amazing people here. So if you can turn a bit, if you can stand up or whatnot, but let's start from here. Okay, so hi, my name is Alex.
Hi, good afternoon. Nice to meet you.
My name is Natalia Romano. I'm a consultant and expert by experience in the Vamos Career project.
Hi, I'm Marja Puljanen. I'm working as an individual coach, Vamos Kuopio. My name is Mirja and I'm employment coordinator from the city of Kuopio.
Hello, my name is Marco.
Village chocolate, the best.
You are using colors, the normal colors.
I work in international from here.
Hi, my name is Nina and I'm from NLL Lake District and we sample have
So nice to meet you all. Please come and sit down.
Alright, here I am, surrounded very interesting people. Okay, my name is Maya and I come from Kuopio South Education Center and we have some fierce courses. So if you are interested in learning Finnish, please come to us. And we also have courses in music, craft, IT, and all sorts of things that you want to do, like the question he was asking me is when we have the courses, and the Finnish courses are 1 day a week, but the other courses are 6 days a week. So, welcome to Kuopio Adult Education Center.
Can I have your attention, please? People! Can I have your attention, please? I love the fact that we're already talking to each other. Can we listen to these people for a minute or two? For the introductions. Apparently some of you are listening to me. Okay, let's continue.
So we are saying all the international guys in the So if you're somehow affiliated with the international guys, please strong services. Hello, I'm also from Talent Hub. I'm working as well as the organization of my name is Science Council.
And we will have